feeding ourselves positive thoughts on a regular basis. That is so important. Just telling yourself positive things over and over and over again. I don't care if it's the same thing, just repeating the same thing to yourself over and over and over again. It's so easy to think negatively and to meditate on negative things on a regular basis. And the enemy is deceitful. The enemy wants you to be depressed and think about all of the things that are not working out for you in your favor when you have so many things to be grateful for, and to count your blessings, and to kind of feed off of positivity for on the regular basis instead of harping on negative things. And when you put yourself in a positive frame of mind, that is going to mold your life in the direction that you want it to be in. I don't think people give enough credit to the fact that where we put our mind frames on a regular basis is totally and completely up to us. The way that our lives transpire on the regular basis is totally up to us. We think that there's just a series of things that happens on the regular basis that makes us victims, that is totally beyond our control, and that can be the case in some instances, but we can make our life as pleasant as we want it to be. Thoughts become things, they materialize, they radiate energy. I'm telling you, every thought that you release from your mind will return back to you and make form in your life in some way, shape, fashion, or form. It is so important that we put ourselves in a positive frame of mind on the regular basis. It is not going to be easy. We have to practice at these things over and over and over and over and over again. I find myself now that I am focusing on my mental health more, being able to focus on positive things more than ever. You will get those negative thoughts, but it's just as quick as you get those negative thoughts, redirect your thoughts and allow your thoughts to be positive on the regular basis. Continue to redirect those thoughts, and you will have more control and power over the direction that you want your life to go in, opposed to being the victim of circumstance all the time. Everything is always happening to me. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I'm not declaring that over my life. It ain't if it's one thing, it's another with me. I want my life to be full of grace, favor, blessings, things that I can be grateful for, me on my way to my destiny and helping people and being surrounded by love and peace and having peace in my mind, happiness, joy, everything, prosperity, abundance. These are the things that I speak over myself because I want these things to become my reality, and they do. These things become my reality. Now, you are going to have situations and negative things, things that may be not so favorable for you happen from time to time, but for the most part, when you keep your mind positive, your life will be positive. Positive mental attitude. Attitude is everything. Your frame of mind is everything. The thoughts that you think about is everything. That is so, so, so important. I cannot express the importance of those things for you. I'm telling you, do it for yourself. I know there's so many reasons to be bitter with the way of the world and all of this stuff, and life is not fair, and politics and the prices of gas and all those type of things, and racism still is happening, and all of those things that probably should make us bitter, but we don't want to live a bitter life. I'm not telling you to just shut up and suck it up. I'm just telling you to be happy anyway, despite of your ignorant family members and the things that go on inside your family and the people that hate you and your job and your boss and your co-workers and all of those type of things. When you put yourself in a place that you need to be mentally, that is what you mold your life to be. I have a normal life just like everyone else. My kids get on my nerves. I have to pay bills, all of those type of things, just like everyone else. And still, on the regular basis, when I wake up in the morning, I choose happiness. I'm so grateful that I don't wake up with aches and pains, and I'm able to get up and sit up and get out my bed and all of those type of things. You can make yourself sick with your thoughts. You can think about how sick you are until you literally manifest those things over your body. And that's not what I want for myself. Even if I do have aches and pains, I take care of myself. I nurture myself. I rub my body. I move around. I exercise, whatever I have to do. But I'm not going to go around talking about how much my back hurt or how much my knees hurt, all those things. Even if they do hurt, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to dwell on healing. I'm going to dwell on the healing that I want to take place in my body, and that allows me to get up in the morning and feel amazing in my body. That's noticeable to me. You know how some people get up, or all of us have had the experience with getting up in the morning, and just getting up is a chore because of whatever reason, whatever may be going on in our body. When I get up in the morning and ain't nothing going on, and I just feel amazing in my body, that stands out to me just as much. And I acknowledge it, and I'm grateful for it, and I get more of it. That's my portion. I get more of healthy body blessings because that's what I want for myself. I don't disregard those things. I think that is amazing to me. I did not always feel good in my body the way that I do right now. I do not take those small things for granted. So I'm saying that because sometimes we can get in the habit of dwelling on negative things, and that continues to become our reality more and more. And I don't think that we give credit to the fact that we have power and control over our destiny, especially beginning with the thoughts that we put in our head on a regular basis. So we have to get in the habit of learning how to think more positive so we can live a more positive life. And this may not be for everybody. Some people might be comfortable mumbling and grumbling. Some people get a kick out of it, just having things to complain about on a regular basis. And when your life is full of things to complain about, don't wonder why, because you have made that your reality. You think that's not in your power, but it is. That's all you, boo boo. It really is. That is just completely all you. So anyway, happy Friday. We have came to the end of another week. My week have been full of so many activities, so many highs, so many blessings, so many things. Oh my gosh, from my children to just everything. God opening new doors, me being blessed, me allowing myself to have peace in my mind, prioritizing my peace, doing the things that I need to do for me to have a healthy frame of mind, because the enemy is on the prowl. I'm telling you, the enemy is on the prowl. The enemy will use people and things, and they don't even know that they're being used. And we have to stay vigilant. We have to keep our eyes open. We have to be aware of all of these things, and we have to protect ourselves from these attacks. We cannot fall under these attacks and allow ourselves to be defeated by these things on a regular basis. We have to fight back. This is your life. I'm telling you, I'm in fight mode. I'm in fight mode. I'm not telling you that my life is the way that it is because nothing happens, because I'm telling you the enemy tries to attack my life in different ways on a regular basis, but I don't take it laying down. I don't, and I always come out on top. I'm grinding it up. I'm not taking it. Like, that's not what I want for myself. I want way too much for myself. I want way too much for my children, and I refuse to take any of these attacks laying down. I'm fighting back. I'm fighting back. I'm doing whatever it is that I have to do. If I have to pray, if I have to fight, whatever I have to do, that is what I am going to do. If I have to make drastic decisions, if I have to cut some people out of my life, if it ain't going to work, it just ain't going to work. But I'm going to choose me every single time. I'm going to choose me. I'm not the same person that I used to be. And I stand firm on who I am and how I am, and prioritizing myself and putting myself first, and that works for me. It eliminates extra things that I have to go through with different people or whatever. Let's just get rid of that problem right now. We're going to take care of it, get rid of it, get it out the way. I feel myself growing. I feel myself elevating. I feel God taking me to higher levels, and I feel like I'm ready for these things that God has been preparing me for so many years. Like, I mean, the baby step part of it is over. And if you are doing the work, if you want more for your life, if you want to elevate, if you want to grow, you have to grow out of that infant stage into that adult stage, depending on what you want for your life. I don't want to be in the infant stage anymore. I don't want to not learn from my mistakes and keep having to depend on different things and different people and different sources and not being able to be independent. I want to be able to take care of myself on different levels because I want so much more for myself. So no, I'm not taking these attacks laying down. I'm doing whatever it is that I have to do, and God is backing me up on all of it. So of course my heart is grateful today for those things. So I'm not going to be here too much longer, but really quickly, what I was thinking about, God placed it in my spirit last night because I just had to check in with myself. I just had to do a self check in, and I'm like taking a shower, doing my princess routine, as my son liked to call it. That I just pamper myself, take care of myself, and do self care every night. And I had to check in with myself. So I'm looking in the mirror and doing my thing, what I do. And I'm like, you okay? And I just talk to myself. And I'm just talking to myself, like, how do you feel? Are you okay? Is everything all right? Are you okay in your heart? Are you okay in your mind? How do you feel spiritually? Do you need a connection with God right now? Like, are you okay? And it made me feel so good to do that because I literally stopped in a moment of reflection and I made sure I was all right. In those moments, I was like, you know what? I am okay. I had to evaluate myself, my week, my emotions, my interactions, where I am at this moment and everything. And I'm so glad that I did that for myself because we can have stuff going on. And if we don't address those things, they can surface and they can come out in unhealthy ways because we are not checking in with ourselves and making sure that we are okay. And we don't want these unhealthy emotions to surface. And it's not unhealthy emotions. We just don't want our emotions. It's okay. Your emotions are fine, but you don't want them to serve. You don't want to explode. You don't want to be out here fighting, cursing nobody out. Now you in handcuffs in the back of a paddy wagon truck because somebody done plucked your last nerve. They don't know what type of day you had, what type of week you had, what type of year you had, and they think it's okay to get on your nerves. So you just done hauled off and popped the snap, crackle, and pop the crap out of somebody, and now you in trouble. Check in with yourself. Make sure that you're okay. We're only human. There is but so much that we can take, and some of us take on a whole lot. I am a woman that wears many hats. I have a lot of responsibility that I take on the regular basis. I do not complain about the things that God has laid before me. I had a conversation with God a long time ago. I said, if you give me something to do, I will do it. And God keeps his word. He gave me something to do, and I walk in obedience. I do it. I do the things that I believe that God has called me to do. I would not be living up to my full self if I know that God had these things for me to do and I just did not be obedient in doing it. But yeah, I'm telling I had to check in with myself. I had to make sure that I was okay, and I'm so glad that I did that because it benefited me even right there in that moment. It benefited me on such a grand level. So I want you to Think about that. When was the last time you checked in with yourself? When was the last time you made sure that you were okay? When was the last time you literally sat down and evaluated your emotions and where you are with how you feel and had some respect for where you are right now? When was the last time you nurtured yourself and did what you had to do, those areas in your life that you probably have been neglecting that you need to pay more attention to? If you notice that you are not doing okay in that certain area, when was the last time you sat and focused on it and did exactly what needed to be done so you don't have to deal with those type of issues within yourself? Not at these moments. We want to elevate. We don't want to continue to go through the same things over and over and over again. Those things that have been haunting our minds, those things that have been affecting us physically, our physical body. I don't feel good in my body. I keep eating the wrong foods. I'm not doing enough physical activity. I know I'm not supposed to be doing those things. I don't feel good right now. Be honest with yourself. And if you know that there are things that you are doing that is not allowing you to feel good right now, then be honest with yourself and begin to pay attention to those things. Don't neglect yourself. Don't ignore yourself. Don't be so busy trying to take care of other people that you are not focusing enough on taking care of yourself. When I tell you you need you, you need you. Nobody is going to check in on you. You have people in your life that love you and are going to ask, are you okay? Or be there for you or whatever, but nobody is going to do for you exactly what you know you need to be done for you. You're probably not even honest with the people that love you with the issues that you deal with. Some of us deal with issues secretly. We don't really talk about the things that we are suffering with on the regular basis, probably because we don't want our loved one to worry about us or for whatever reason, but we go through these things silently. And even the things that you don't speak about, you don't have to, it ain't nobody's business. You don't have to speak about those things. You ain't got to plaster it across the billboard and tell nobody what your issues is and the things that you need to address and all of those type of things. But what you do need to do is you need to go somewhere and deal with it. You need to address it. You need to point it out to yourself, whether you want to go talk to a professional. You don't have to talk to nobody. Recognize these things within yourself. I am suffering in different areas of my life. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. It is affecting me in negative ways. I have been sweeping it under the rug for way too long, and now is the time for me to begin to address those things. There are so many instances with people in my life that I love so dearly that try to put on a mask like nothing is going on with them, and it explodes. And it's sorry to see and it's hurtful to see. And you have some people that try to cater to other people and talk about what's wrong with this person and always got the best advice for you and what you need to do. But you are not focusing on the areas that you need help with for yourself. Listen, y'all ain't gonna like me because I might sound like a broken record, and I'm going to continue to say these things over and over and over again. This is what I do for myself. It's repetitious. Life is repetitious. I have to focus on certain things, everything about myself and about my life over and over and over again. I'm not going to just work out and eat healthy one time and boom, voila. I have to develop a healthy lifestyle. I can't just think positively or rebuke negative thoughts one time or think positively one time and boom, my mental the things that I go through in my mind mentally is over. It's a constant battle in my mind between my negative mind and my positive mind. I have to practice positive thinking strategies every single day. I have to make it a habit, and it reflects on my life, my everyday life. And that goes for anything. We have to maintain the life that we want to live. What stands out to me so much is how people go to work every day. Granted, you got to go to work, you got to take care of your family, you got to pay your bills and do what you have to do for you. But you take care of that man's business and punching that clock and working on that job better than you taking care of yourself. I would rather not work nobody's job at all. And it has been times where I had to prioritize myself. I have to sit down somewhere and get myself together because I be damn if I'm going to be sitting there working on the chain gang and doing whatever I got to do at work if I can't do what I got to do for myself. I do what I have to do for myself at work. Listen, it is what it is because how I'm going to help these people if I can't help myself? I have to do what I have to do for myself on a constant basis. Otherwise, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. It's only going to be temporary. These things are going to surface. Your health issues are going to surface. Whatever that you are neglecting in your life, your mental issues are going to surface. The depression is going to go just from a thing that is going through your mind that you are battling with on the inside, and it's going to spill out on your entire life. And the people that love you the most are going to watch you suffer because you are not dealing with your mental health issues. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. Why am I feeling depressed today? What is going on? What have I been neglecting? What is the thing that I am allowing to control my emotions on the regular basis? Who is these people? I would love to see the person who think that they can control my emotions in any kind of way today. I want to be in control of me. That's why I don't do drugs no more, because I wasn't in control of myself. I want to be in control of me at all times. And every aspect of my life, you can't have me. I need me. I need to be able to show up for me on the regular basis. That's why I don't drink alcohol. I don't want to not have control over myself. Some people can use drugs, whatever, be functional alcoholics if you believe that that is a thing, but that wasn't me. So I chose to have power and control over my life on the regular basis and not do the things that did not allow me to have power and control over myself. Today, I choose me wholeheartedly, and I had to make drastic decisions. I had to make drastic decisions in my life for myself and for my children for me to be where I am today. It's not pretty. It's not pretty initially. It's not pretty. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's always worth it. Nothing that you do for yourself on the regular basis, it will not go in vain. Every single effort that you put forward towards you living the life that you want to live. And then I'm not talking about just financial gain and you want to become financially well off. I'm talking about having a peace of mind, being able to sit in solitude, think about your life, your future, yourself. You don't feel sick in your body. I'm telling you, you can make yourself sick in your body because you don't have peace in your mind. People don't realize that's how they develop ulcers and cancer. You can get cancer from not having peace in your mind. That uneasy feeling that you feel in your stomach, these people getting on your nerves, you arguing with the same people, the people at your job, your spouse, I don't care, whoever it is, you still make the conscious decision in your mind to have power and control over the way you feel on the regular basis. If somebody is making me feel in an uneasy way that I'd rather not feel, the first thing that I think about is I want my health. I want my health. I don't want what you do and say to me land me in the hospital with a serious diagnosis. So that's boom. That just stands out to me so much because it happens. It's possible. You can be the cause of your own diagnosis. And we like to play victim. Oh, I went to the doctor. The doctor diagnosed me with whatever the diagnosis is. But how well are you taking care of yourself? How well are you checking in with yourself? How often are you addressing the issues that needs to be addressed? Are you doing it at all? Because that can save you. It might sound crazy, but it's true. That can save you from a serious diagnosis. If you take 5 minutes out your day to say, are you okay? Ask yourself, are you okay? Tell yourself, I'm not letting them get on my nerves today because I want my health. I know that heart disease and high blood pressure ran in my family. I was just talking about that with my sister yesterday. And my I just lost a cousin a few years ago. She wasn't even 50 years old yet. Had as many kids as I have, and wasn't even that older than me. One day she was alive, the next day she was gone. My blood relative. And I know that my family suffers with these heart disease and high blood pressure and all of these type of things. If there is anything that I can do in my power to not go down that same road, then that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to be stressed out today. I don't want to have anxiety today. I don't want the thoughts that go through my mind to allow my blood pressure to go up. I don't think I ever been to the doctor and they told me my blood pressure was up. How many people can say that? That's a blessing. I will be 44 years old this year. I don't ever want to go to the doctor and them tell me my blood pressure is up, let alone to the fact that I have to take medication to maintain it at a normal level on a regular basis. I don't want that to be my reality. I just don't. And if there's anything that I can do in my power to control those things, I'm telling you, it's atomic habits. Who are you associating yourself with on the regular basis that is allowing you to go through whatever you're going through? We can be going through things. I'm not even going to say because of other people, because at the end of the day, it's you that's allowing yourself to associate with different people on different levels that causes you to go through some of the unnecessary things that you are going through on a regular basis. Maybe some people got to go. Sorry, not sorry. That's the reality of it. What do you want? Your people or your health? What do you want? Because some people choose the people over their health. And when the stuff hit the fan, when you sick or when you in the hospital, half of them won't even come visit you when you in the hospital. And you done chose to help this person. Oh, I got a good heart. Psh, I got a good heart too, but I'm not gonna let nobody make me sick. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I choose me over so many things on the regular basis. It just don't make no sense. I'm telling you I do. I just choose me and I want to. And it works out for me and it feels good for me because I know in certain areas, no matter what, I'm going to be okay because I'm taking care of myself mentally, because I'm taking care of myself physically, so I can show up. I can do the things that I know I need to do. Listen, I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to encourage you. I'm not trying to boast or brag about myself. It's not, listen, I have to do it every single day. I was going to say it's not easy, but I have allowed these things to become a lifestyle for me. So now it's just a part of my life. These are things that I like to do on a regular basis. I promise you, I believe it was Mental Health Monday. I was supposed to be doing something. I don't know. Probably going to the post office or paying a bill or something like that. And I ended up at the lake. I go to the lake quite often. I like being out there and feeding the birds. There is just so much peace and serenity. And I can clear my mind. I love the smell of the nature. I love the sound of the birds and the waterfall in my ear and all of that type of stuff, especially on a day when I am delivering motivational messages or whatever. I'm just pouring out of myself. That is a way that I replenish myself. I just go to the lake. And whatever I was supposed to be doing that day, I wasn't there doing whatever I was supposed to be doing. I ended up right at that lake with so many moments of peace of mind and clarity. And I was like, how did I even end up here? And it's like the more you choose peace, the more peace chooses you. I'm telling you, peace will become your portion. The more you choose peace, the more peace will choose you. And I love it. I love it. It gives me what I need. Sometimes I don't even know that I need these moments of clarity and these moments of peace of mind. And I get it when I need it. And it allows me to have what I have when I need it every time. I allow these things to become my reality. And that is just what I want for myself. I suffered so much mentally. I suffered mentally for a very long time in different areas, in different ways. I suffered through so many different things. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that for myself. I want more. I want more. And I knew that there was more out here in life that was waiting for me. And I did not stop. I kept working towards those things and pulling myself closer towards those things until it was like, bam. It just became my reality, and it still is. God is showing me more and more and more every single day. He's showing me more of me. He's revealing more of life to me. He is allowing me to be blessed on higher levels every single day. And some of us can be so far away from that. And we can be stuck in these same situations on a constant basis where you have allowed that to become your reality. So my question to you today is, when is it going to change? When are we going to allow these things to turn around for us? What are you going to settle for in your life? Is there more for you? Do you believe in your heart of hearts, in your soul, that this can't be it? I refuse to believe that where I was in my life, that was it. I was like, no, this can't be it. It has to be more. And guess what? I was right. I was right. That was the time in your life, in my life, that I was glad to be right in that situation, because I discovered more for myself, and I'm still reaching for more, and I'm still receiving more, and my life is prosperous, and I love it. This is why I talk to people. This is why I teach, because of all the things that I've been through and because of where God has me at today. There's no way in the world that I would be able to sit somewhere and keep all of these things to myself. So I want you to think about those things on this Friday. The weather is trying to warm up for us a little bit. I'm grateful for that as well. I don't care if it's raining a little bit. I want you to think about your blessing. I want you to check in with yourself today. Think about that. Check in with yourself, and not only check in with yourself, acknowledge these things. What have you been neglecting for so long that you want to begin to pay some attention to, because you don't want to continue to suffer with the same things over and over and over again? I promise you that there is more life out here waiting for you. I know it is. You just have to discover it. You have to see where it is. And I'm not saying anything against where your life is today, but I want you to get to you and stay to you. Stay in constant contact with you. Be one with yourself. I want you to pour into other people. I want you to play the role in other people's lives that you play on the regular basis, whatever, if you're mother, sister, brother, uncle, aunt, cousin, whatever role, whatever God has you doing, I want you to be able to do those things, but I want you to be able to do those things effectively. I want you to do them and they make a difference in someone's life and the way that they are supposed to make a difference. There's a lot of moms and women that give birth to children, but they are not effective mothers. They're just not. And why are they not effective mothers? Maybe because they don't do what they have to do for themselves. I want to be an effective mother. I want my life to have a major positive impact on my children on the regular basis. That's why I take care of myself. I can't constantly continue to pour into my children if I don't pour into myself. I can't be a good mother to them if I'm not good to myself. So I choose to check in with myself. I choose to prioritize prioritize myself. I choose to take care of myself, and it has a reflection on the way that my children live their lives on the regular basis. My kids make me so proud every single day. So somebody does something. Granted, I do have a lot of kids. I got a whole football team, but still, is at least one of them. They do something. They show up for me, and I'm grateful for that, and I appreciate that. And it has a reflection on my motherhood and the things that I take time out to do for myself on a regular basis. So whatever that looks like for you, to you and in your life, wherever you want to show up to be effective in your life, make sure that you are checking in on yourself, prioritizing yourself, taking care of yourself, and putting you first so you can be effective in whatever it is that you have to do. So that is my advice to you today. I had to move on with my day. God bless you. Thank you. And I love you. Listen, if you have not yet went to True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube, shout out to my YouTube channel. Y'all show me so much love. I'm grateful for my YouTube channel. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. Also, my books are still available, still on sale. I am looking forward to working on more projects this year. God has allowed me to use my creativity. So many different things are going on in my mind. I want to be able to pour out into you on a grander level and just do the things that I believe in my heart that I am called to do. So as long as I am willing and able to do it, then that is what I am going to do. But my books are True Value Knowing Your Worth, Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures, Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness, and Religiously. And that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. Listen, y'all go out here and make it do what it do. Enjoy this weekend. And I know I say enjoy this weekend, but I want you to enjoy your life. I want every single day to be the weekend for you. I want every day to be the weekend for me. I want every day to be a day of joy and celebration and peace. God will give you things to be able to celebrate for. I don't think I ever celebrated so much in my whole life, and I love it. I do not. I'll be celebrating other people's accomplishments, birthdays, whatever. I love to be in celebration mode. There are so many things people are mourning, the loss of loved ones, and they're sad and sick for whatever reason. I want to be happy. I want to be free. I want to enjoy my life to the fullest. Not just today, not just on the weekend, not just when I'm going on vacation, but every single day of my life. I want to be in celebration mood. I want to wake up happy. I want to go to sleep happy. So I do what I have to do to try to reassure these things for myself. So it depends on where you are in your life and what you want for your life. But if you want that to become your reality, then I strongly encourage you to begin to do things to work towards that becoming your reality, and don't wait to do it. Don't wait until the laundry is done or until the rent is paid or to whoever decides to do whatever. Start now. Start today. Be happy today. Be prosperous today. Gain peace in your mind today, right here, right now, in this moment. And it's as simple as making a conscious decision in your mind what you want for yourself and allowing that thing to become your reality. So that's it. God bless you, and I love you. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay happy. Enjoy your weekend. Look forward to more motivational videos. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed. I love y'all.